Coming up next, she says she's in love, but her cousin doesn't trust her crush.
Why were you crying at me telling me you're so tired of having to pay for everything? I think he's taking advantage of her, misusing her, you know?
Let me ask you a question. Is there any truth to what Nigel said?
I feel like whose business is it anyways, you know?
Folks, my next guest says that she's dating the guy of her dreams, but at least one person in her family is not so sure about him and wants my help sizing the guy up. Please welcome Anna and her cousin Nigel. Anna, tell me about the guy you're dating.
Okay, his name is Morgen, and we've been dating for about 18 months now. We met at a performance. He's a videographer, so he was doing some behind-the-scenes stuff, and he came in and approached me after the show, and we really hit it off, you know. There were a couple bumps in the road, but, you know, we're doing good.
So what do you mean by bumps in the road?
Well, I mean, at first, when I met him, he had just finished making some bad investments, so he wasn't in a great place financially, and he's also living with his parents. And so I think my friends and family had a big problem with that, and so it kind of has left a bad taste in everyone's mouth.
Nigel, what's your impression of Morgen?
I don't like Morgen. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Let's go. Obviously, this ain't no damn TV show. We just sitting up at the house talking now. I don't give a damn about Morgen, okay?
Yeah, it's pretty, no, it's not really like that. You see, Morgen has certain reputations. For example, Anna throws down in the kitchen, you know, and we go to church on Sundays, and when we come back from church, in which Morgen doesn't even go with us, you know what I'm saying? He's the first person digging in the plate, and he doesn't even have the common courtesy to say hello, you know? I know I don't like him, you know, but I try to be an adult, you know?
What else? What else about him?
Actually, the whole Las Vegas thing, honestly, that's one of the biggest things to me, Steve. He moved to Las Vegas, you know, and I know there's a lot of beautiful half-naked women there, you know?
Yeah.
And for instance, one time oh my goodness, one time we were in the studio working, you know what I'm saying? And he just kept saying, oh, my stomach hurt, right? So he's going back and forth to the bathroom, right? But something was kind of fishy to me, so the last time he went, I kind of followed behind him. And when I followed behind him, like, it's a girl in the area named Kitty that everybody knows. It's her nickname, so I don't think that it's a problem. But I know her, you know, and he's talking to her. And I'm just like, you know, what's going on? And I overheard him exchanging numbers with her. So he just started lying about everything, and he still denies it to this day.
Oh, so you thought that the my stomach hurting was bull crap anyway. Yeah. So you followed him?
Yeah, I followed him.
Oh,
right?
And then you saw that.
Yes, sir.
Nigel, you don't like this dude.
Not at all.
Because you way in him now. Nigel,
Really, I feel like he's reaching.
What?
I understand where he's coming from as far as being my cousin and having my best interest, but I just don't think that he's giving Morgen a fair shot. I don't. I know that at first things were a little rocky, but he really has, you know, stepped up and got stuff together, and he treats me like a queen. He's really good to me, Steve, and that's what I like about him.
So I never pay him any type of respect. So the night that we went out and we went out for a concert one time, and Morgen paid for everything. You know, he got his refreshments and got his food and stuff, and we enjoying the music. But by the end of the night, why were you crying at me telling me you're so tired of having to pay for everything? I think he's taking advantage of her, misusing her, you know?
Is that true what he's saying?
Okay, it was, but I feel like I'm in a good place financially. I don't necessarily need a man to take care of me.
You're in a good place financially.
But I feel like that he was at a place where he was down, you know, and so it's like if I like him and we're growing together and we're in a relationship, I could support my guy when we're going out. I mean, he does work, he's very ambitious, and now he has his steps together. So
why front on him paying for it like he really paid for it?
I mean, I feel like whose business is it anyways, you know? And I just want people to be happy for me because I'm happy. I'm in the happiest place I've been in my life. So I just wish that my friends and my family would be supportive.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think, is there any truth to what Nigel's saying? Does he have a reason to be concerned?
Well, I mean, when he's talking about him living in Vegas, you know, since he's been there, I haven't really seen him. I'm still here because I'm in school, and when I finish school in March, he would like me to move out there. But, you know, sometimes he's a little hard to get on the phone, and I do feel like now that he's, I do, you know, okay, so I do have a little bit of hesitation, but, you know, I've had bad relationships. I've dealt with bad you know, guys in the past. So to have someone who might not be okay financially in this moment, but be genuine and care about me and supportive and there for me, that was more important to me.
Now, the there for you part, just let me throw this out there. My wife travels, I travel. 2 days, and I don't talk to her. She don't give a damn how many jobs I got.
Right.
She wants to think that she's the #1 job for me. She just wants to feel that way. 2 days. But that's all I want to say right now. Here's the thing. Morgen is here. Morgen is here. He says that he knows Anna's the one, and he's ready to prove to Nigel by answering every question he has. Nigel's interrogation of Morgen goes down after the break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
After the break, Steve and Nigel have a man-to-man with Morgen.
What do you want to ask?
Okay, when you started dating Anna, right? Like, you was staying with your mom. Do you think you can take care of her now?
And a surprise no one saw coming.
Before the break, we met Anna and her cousin Nigel. Nigel's concerned that Anna's boyfriend Morgen is a liar who will take advantage of her and leave her heartbroken. So Morgen is here to make his case. Morgen, welcome to the show. Well, what do you think about what Nigel has said so far?
Well, bottom line is he has not given me the time to show how much I care about Anna. And I know he's protective of his family, and I respect that totally. But I just haven't had the opportunity to show him and really show the world of what I'm about and who I am.
Okay, well, let's get the interrogation started. Nigel, what do you want to ask?
Okay, when you started dating Anna, right? Like, you was staying with your mom, you know? Like, do you think, like, you can take care of her now?
All right, so this is what happened. It's a difficult choice to go back living with your parents. I graduated and I invested in a company myself to build it myself, and it didn't work.
How old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
Okay, go ahead.
So I invested in this company myself. I had this dream. I'm very ambitious, and it didn't come back to me right away. I was homeless, in fact. So I was living in New York. I was freezing, and I asked my parents if I could come back and work my debt away. So now I'm so certain I can take care of her and like provide for her. And I don't understand where you're coming from, because I've never got the opportunity to actually show you what I do.
I hear you.
In fact, actually, I have some evidence right here, because I'm so serious about this. This is the receipt, actually, of me paying for her rent last month. Not only that, this is the house. This is the house that I'm living in Las Vegas, that I want her to come and be with me at, right? And these are my bills being paid, right? Okay. So my phone is still on, my stuff is good, I'm debt free, I'm actually living and enjoying life, but not only that, I'm so crystalline in my purpose.
That's right, baby.
So what else you got for me?
What else you got for me? All right, now. Don't get yourself some water, man.
Oh, you thirsty?
No, you go ahead and knock yourself out. I'm good.
There's a second glass there.
Oh, it's nice. I
That's
don't
for
get
me,
thirsty.
bro.
That's
okay.
Okay. So what's your next question?
All right, now I'm a producer, and I know sometimes I get caught up in mixes to the point where I have to call people back later, you know? And it might even take a whole day, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not in a relationship. And I know as a man, if I'm in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, I'm prepared, my business is organized to where I can function properly with my significant other.
Right.
So my thing is, why aren't you answering the phone, my man?
Okay. So communication is huge, and that's my bad. But here's an example of the life and the whirlwind I'm caught up right now. So the past 2 weeks, I've been in Miami, I've been in Phoenix, I've been in Vegas, I've been in Los Angeles, working, grinding for a solid purpose, right? And I know that my communication can be better. And so there's two things I want to show you. Number one is my screensaver. So every time I pull out my phone, it's actually a picture of Anna. So everyone knows who I'm with when I'm out doing my thing as a videographer. That's the number one thing. the other piece of evidence I have for you. Like,
How much evidence is in this?
this is just.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he white. He got all his papers.
Yeah. And I got a gold briefcase. This is a screenshot of my status right there. That says in a relationship with Anna. In a relationship with Anna, right? So I know my communication can be better. I know it can be better, and I take that on. And
Okay.
you know, I'm always working to better myself, straight up.
I appreciate you coming prepared to address it. I do think, based on what Anna said, that he has come up. He's not in the same place he was in. Everybody has the right to get it right. Everybody got to have a chance to get it. I'm okay with him getting up, coming back.
Okay.
Do you understand his concern, though?
Of course I do. I mean, I respect the love that he has for her.
Anna, how you feel about what he said so far?
I've been trying to say this, and I really appreciate the fact that they can come and have an understanding, and they can come to each other like men. And, you know, I'm just glad that Morgan never gave up on us.
Morgan, I understand you have another piece of evidence that you want to see.
I do. And Anna, will you come up here real quick? So, I wrote this letter for you. You good? You okay? Okay. Okay, cool. I remember the night we met vividly. You caught my eye immediately. Since that moment, you have been a sparkle in my life. Your love always feels familiar and warm, and it's hard to be without. I love you for allowing me the freedom to chase my dreams. I love that I can count on you to be there for me, and I feel oceans of possibility when I look in your eyes. I promise I will always be there for you, to give you all you deserve out of this divine life. I promise to love you and your family to the core, including Nigel. And I wanted to ask you, will you marry me?
Oh my God. Is this...
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Nigel. Nigel.
Oh my God.
Steve, this is crazy.
Yeah, this crazy as hell right here. Hey, dog, I ain't even gonna lie to you. This is the craziest mess I've seen. Hey, good luck. Morgan and Anna, good luck.
Thank
You surprised everybody.